I'm just saying that's my point.
I don't think it's the root of the problem.
Yeah, see, this is the argument I was having earlier with someone. See, I totally disagree. I would say that the government basically caused the problem. The entire bubble was government mandated. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they were all told by the government. You put this money into mortgages. You give this money as, oh, it's so humanitarian. You know, we're going to give these poor people. Right, sure. In the end, it is the big.
I read an article the other day. I read an article the other day on, I think it was the Occupy Wall Street site, or a link from that site.
Yeah.
And the writing was talking very poignantly about the sideshow in Washington. We want to blame it on the politicians, but when you want to know what's happening in the world and how the world works, you follow the capital. You follow the money, and the money is downtown.
Fannie Mae didn't bring it down. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac didn't bring it down. No, that's
BS. Where the money comes
from.
And
who is the Fed controlled by?
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac didn't bring it down.
Absolutely, it is.
The root. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not disputing you. Yeah. No, I think like basically we totally disagree.
They bought it, but they didn't create the problem. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac did. Yeah, but you think that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are the ones that burst the bubble?
Yeah, of course.
It's just convenient because they had government, because they had public money. It's convenient for the right wing to put it on them. When the bubble was created by AIG,
but do you think
Goldman Sachs?
Of course they created the bubble. But guess what?
It was capitalism run amok. Without regulation, with regulation there'd be no bubble. Period.
They regulated that the bubble happened.
No, that wasn't regulation.
Yes, it was.
No, that was the government playing the game.
Encouraged it.
That was the government playing the game.
Encouraged the bubble.
Here's the thing.
The government made
a decision not to regulate the banks, and then they played the game with the banks.
They made a decision to deregulate the entire economy.
Let me ask you this.
But that's just as much of a regulation as having regulation or not.
Would government regulation have saved any of these?
Yeah, of course. If we had, the bill, Clinton got rid of it. Glass-Steagall, of course. Yeah, we need Glass-Steagall. That's a regulation we all need.
When you talk about Fannie and Freddie, you say the government caused it.
The problem is the big banks own the government.
Government's not the problem. You're right, I agree. Government's not the problem, though. We need to pressure the government to step in and help us here.
Right, but
by demonizing the government, we empower the libertarian right to say we need less of this stuff.
Yeah, but maybe we do need less of it. But
we've had less of it. That's exactly what happened. We had less regulation, and we got screwed.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
We're on the same side, you know what I mean?
But I'm saying I worry about how this.
Right, because if we don't properly diagnose the problem, the solution is not going to work.
Right, but
you know what I mean?
The problem with these arguments about the Fed and about Fannie and Freddie and everything is that it empowers the libertarian right. It empowers this.
We wouldn't want to do that.
No, you wouldn't, because we tried that. That's the direction we were headed in.
Really? When did we try? When did we try that?
We've been rolling back federal regulation.
I'm telling you,
since the late 1970s.
It's not about how much or how little regulation you have. It's about the kind of regulation. We can all agree, Glass-Steagall, we need something like that. You know what I mean? We need to have the government, accountable to the people. The Fed isn't accountable. The Fed does whatever it wants. The Fed can give loans to the biggest banks from the discount window in secret, and there's nothing we can do about it. We just found out, the Fed was just audited. They just gave $16 trillion to the big banks.
From our tax dollars. From our tax dollars.
They just made it up out of nothing. When they make money and give it to the government, we have to pay interest on that money.
Right, but the problem is,
should we have to pay interest on the money the government prints for itself?
What I'm saying is, we need a strong.
We need to put the money power back in the Congress, where it's accountable to real people.
If we don't have a strong public sector in society, the poor are going to get poorer, and the rich are going to get richer.
You guys are both
and that's the problem I have with the libertarian. There against the public sector growing. Well, you can talk about the Fed and so on.
I'm not a gold standard guy. I'm just saying that the free market is something that is actually we need. We need to have a free market where people are free to do whatever they want. We don't want the government to take over the entire economy. Sure, let's have some social programs to take care of poor people if they're starving or something, but that's something that would take like a little bit of money, not even that much.
And we need the government to protect us from Goldman Sachs when they're running scams on us.
Guess
right?
what? Goldman Sachs controls the government.
I know,
so how is the government going to protect us from
That's what we're doing here today. We're telling the government that we need them to step in and protect us from the banks. And that means we need more balls from the federal government, from the state government. We need more power there.
I don't know. I think we need more feminine values, not necessarily just balls. You know, like, I feel the reason why we're in this is because the divine feminine has been attacked for a long time. We need to let women have bigger roles in government, and we need to stop being so greedy.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah,
totally.
You know,
I'm not down.
balls not agree.
One point.
Okay.
For my side is that
We need more ovaries.
these banks leverage
Say ovaries. Say get some ovaries.
The biggest power.
Mike check.
Yeah, the biggest power.
Mike check.